Hello, and welcome to a Talk podcast special on the subject of meditation. Today, we're going to meet Siwan Reynolds from Cardiff, whose life was transformed by meditation and mindfulness. Siwan was diagnosed with epilepsy at the age of 14 and spent years looking for ways to reduce her seizures before eventually discovering the benefits of meditation and mindfulness. As well as changes to her diet, including cutting out gluten and dairy products, she started meditating with life-changing results. Siwan credits meditation with improving her relationships, giving her more energy, and having a positive impact on her university grades. Today, she's turned her passion into a business and is helping others transform their lives. Can Siwan help you? Stay tuned to find out. And I'm pleased to say that Siwan joins me now. Tell us a little bit to begin with about the services you offer and the work you currently do.
Hello, Marcus.
Hello.
Wow. I'm a meditation teacher and I offer meditation classes for schools, for school pupils and for businesses. So for employees that are stressed. And I also hold meditation classes for the public as well in Cardiff. So they're brilliant, and we have a nice slice of cake to end the session and a cup of tea. So
Sounds wonderful. That sounds exactly like my type of thing. So let's go back to the beginning with this then. You're still only in your early 20s, I think I'm right in saying. So how did you discover meditation in the first place?
Well, when I was 14, I was diagnosed with epilepsy, and when I was studying psychology at Exeter, when I was 20 years old, I remember telling myself, there must be another way out. There must be another way to decrease my number of seizures without having to take more medication.
Yeah, so let's stop there for a moment. Epilepsy is quite a wide spectrum, isn't it? In what ways was epilepsy affecting your life? Was it affecting your studying, your social life? Was it affecting all aspects of your life up until this point?
Yeah, it was affecting, social life. I wasn't I wasn't supposed to drink as much as I was. But I think that the fact that I wasn't allowed to drink as much just made me drink more.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But now I don't drink anything, so I think that just made me stop drinking. No, but anyway. Social life, like studies at school. It was the medication I was on for epilepsy was making me forgetful, mentally slower, just making me less me, really. It wasn't a great place to be. It sucked at times, yeah.
You were in this situation then, and how old were you when you discovered meditation? You were in university, you say?
Well, I was 14 when I was diagnosed with it. That's when I had my first seizure, and then I was in uni when I decided to go down a different route other than just fully relying on medication to control my seizures. Yeah. So I was looking for, a different way. And that's when I came across meditation.
How did you come across meditation? How did that come about?
Well, it was actually, I was visiting Cardiff for the weekend. I came back home from Exeter just for the weekend. And I was reading this article in the newspaper on meditation and how it can be helpful for those people with epilepsy. And so I was like, oh, right, okay then. So after reading that article, I remember just going upstairs and typing in meditation on YouTube, sitting down, closing my eyes and having a crack at the meditation whip.
Right, I
And
see.
yes.
So what sort of meditation was that in the first instance then?
It was, I think it was a mindfulness meditation. That was my first one. But yeah, and I was determined to find another way, so I just did that every day, sat down, closed my eyes, and listened to the recording every day. And about after 4 months, I began to notice some differences in myself that were just completely life-changing. So
that began. There was that weekend in Cardiff where you came home.
What's that now?
You came home back to Cardiff for a brief weekend, and you had your first meditation there, and then you went back to Exeter. So you had a daily routine for the next 4 months, did you? And were you following the same meditation pattern over that time?
Well, at the beginning, I think for like a month I listened to the same recording, and then I thought, it's probably a good idea to sort of branch out a bit. And I downloaded an app and just dove right into it. Downloaded an app, listened to all sorts of recordings, bought some books, and just educated myself more on this thing called meditation. And I'm so glad I did.
And you're self-taught, in other words. There was no guru, was there? You weren't going to classes at that time to help you or anything like that, were you?
No, I wasn't actually. I think I just wanted to make meditation I just wanted to know it from me, just make it something personal to me.
Yeah.
I did go to classes in the end, but not in the first few months.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So that you came through that and you continued your studies at university, and did you find that your life was changing? What I'm trying to get at is, to what extent was your life changing? Were your studies improving? Was your social life improving? And at what point did you decide to stop drinking alcohol and go down a different path?
Well, so my grades at university improved, and that's one benefit. So if any of you out there are students, oh my gosh, just if you want to improve your grades, start meditating. It's absolutely it improved my grades, and it's amazing. So that's one thing that meditation did. Another thing, my seizures decreased. I now have about 1 seizure a year, whereas before I had about 10 seizures a year.
That's enormous, isn't it? That is absolutely enormous. That really is life-changing, and it's not something to be taken lightly, that. So the effects are there for all to see. Also, around about this time, we've talked a little, you and I, in the past about diet and how you changed your diet. And one of the things I did at university, which I realised was a mistake, was that my sugar intake was far too high right the way through university, and it was causing me all sorts of problems. It wasn't until I got to my late 20s, really, that I realised how bad my sugar intake was and how it was damaging my health and my life in all sorts of ways. What part did diet begin to play in transforming you as a person?
Diet has been amazing. I've come off gluten and dairy now, and it's especially with sort of mental health issues, things to do with the brain. It's really crucial that you look after your gut.
Yes.
Because they say that the gut is like the second brain. And apparently 80% of serotonin, which is the feel-good hormone, gets created in the gut.
Is that right? So, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So we have to make sure that we really look after our gut. So when I came off gluten, my gut health improved. And same with dairy, my gut health improved after I came off dairy. And just as a result, not only did my brain sort of start functioning better, but my body did. I had more physical energy, because what gluten does in your gut, it covers all the villi, I believe they're called. They basically cover the walls of the gut. So any nutrients that you eat, they don't actually get absorbed by the body through the gut.
Yeah.
So the gluten sort of stops the nutrients from going in. So yeah, after I took out gluten from my diet, wowee, it was fantastic.
Because I never quite know what to think about dairy products and gluten, because we read contradictory advice, don't we? That, whole milk is good for you, or some cheese is good for you. You're saying that your life improved when you cut all those things out.
Yeah, that's the truth. For me, my truth. But I don't go. What if I had to say something to people who are listening? I just say, why not try it? Try it out. It might not work for you. Not everyone is the same. Some people benefit from stopping, going vegan or stopping eating gluten. But some people, they need that fish, they need that the meats and things like that, and that's fine. Everybody is different.
Yeah.
So it's about finding what works best for you.
Yeah, because I'm a lifelong pescatarian. I eat fish, but no red or white meat. And as I've already said, I've cut down dramatically my sugar content, and I noticed a change in my lifestyle to that. But there is a lot of contrary information out there, whether we should have dairy in our diets or not, and whether you should go for butter or margarine. And we see things, particularly in papers like the Daily Express, who give you different advice depending on what day of the week it is, it seems to me. So I'm never quite sure which route to go down, but that's your take on it. No dairy, no gluten. Right, you've come out of university. At what point did you decide that you wanted to use meditation and what you had learned as a way of making a living when you moved back to Cardiff?
Yes, I just after discovering this tool of meditation, and after it changed my life in so many different ways, I just knew that meditation, more people needed to know about this tool called meditation, because everyone can do it. And if it can change my life so dramatically, it can change other people's lives dramatically, maybe even more than my life. So I was like, right, okay, my role now is to spread meditation. So that was my goal when I came back to Cardiff, was to spread meditation. And so that's why I started my own business called Cardiff Meditation.
And day to day then, what does Cardiff Meditation do? What are you doing on a typical working day like this? What do your days involve?
So I visit schools and businesses and bring meditation to them. So employees who are stressed, need some relaxation, I just hold meditation classes, half an hour at their workplace. So I hold a half an hour meditation session for school children or for school staff. And then
have you got regular customers then? Did the same businesses keep coming back and call you in every once in a while or whatever?
Yes, I have a few. That's a new part of the business that I've just started up on, which is the business side of it. So I'm just starting to find my feet in that area now. But with schools, yes, I do have my schools who come back for more meditation, which is great to know that more schools are bringing meditation to their children. It's just great.
On the subject of children then, because one of the things that concerns me, I mean, I haven't got children of my own at the moment, but one of the things that concerns me is that their lives are very intense nowadays, with so many gadgets, so many ways of communicating, and so many forms of entertainment at their fingertips. For example, I was bullied at school, for example, but at the end of a school day I went home. Nowadays, with all the different means of communication, whether it's WhatsApp or Facebook or whatever, the bullying and that can continue into the evening. And children may be very stressed nowadays because their lives are just so gadget intense. Have you experienced parents coming to you with these sort of concerns that their children seem very intense and unable to relax or to switch off?
Yes. What shocks me is really young children.
Yeah.
Say 9-year-olds, 9-year-olds worrying about how they look, and bullying. There's a lot, like you said, of stimulation going on in these children's minds, and they just need a time where they can breathe and relax and put their well-being first. More and more kids really are needing meditation, in my opinion. And I'm glad to help and do whatever I can in that field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For adults listening to this now, private individuals who live in the South Wales area or beyond, perhaps, you're also running classes, are you, privately?
Yes, classes every Wednesday in the Bee and Honey in Canton. I love that group.
How much does it cost to come along, and do they have to register in advance, and how does one book a place in these classes?
Yeah, so the class is called Meditation and Cake, and that's what it says on the tin.
Fabulous.
We do just over half an hour of meditation, and we'll have a cup of tea and some gluten-free and vegan cakes. And it's £9 per session. And to book a space, you can email me SIWAN at cardiffmeditation.com.
And we'll put all that up on the website as well, so that's fine.
Fab. And I'm on Facebook as well. Cardiff Meditation is on Facebook as well, so you can find me and message me there for a space in the class.
That sounds great. So if there's a newcomer coming along and they're feeling nervous, not knowing what to expect, what sort of thing actually goes on in that half-hour session?
Well, there's no need to be nervous. And the classes are for people who are familiar to meditation and new to meditation, and it's just about experimenting, trying things out, see what works for you. And what we usually do is we do some mindfulness meditation. So it's about bringing our bodies and our minds into the space where we're physically in. And also we do some breathing exercises, which are really relaxing and calming for the mind and the body. And it's a really nice break in the middle of the week, just to breathe and to recharge, really.
And do you give them something then they can take home with them, something they can practice at home in the privacy of their own homes? Because a week is a long time, obviously. There's so much going on in our lives. Do you recommend that they then go home and maybe set aside a bit of time each evening to really feel the full benefits of what you're advising them to do?
Yes, yeah, definitely. It's something that I advise people to do, every day for 5 or 10 minutes, not long. And what's lovely about the group is that people can just ask questions about meditation. No question is a silly question. When we are having a cup of tea and a cake, people just ask, you ask me or ask each other, when do you meditate, or any kind of question, and I can just give them some words of advice. And it's just a friendly space where everyone is welcome.
Well, you've told us a lot in this podcast. An introduction to what you do and how you came about this meditation, how it's benefited your life. So you're a vegan. You don't drink alcohol. Have you got any indulgences left? Any naughty habits?
Oh gosh, yes, I do. Yeah. Well, I don't suppose you know the shop Bean Freaks on St Mary Street.
I do know it. Yes.
Good. Because they sell all sorts of just vegan, delicious chocolates, and also these protein shakes.
I've
kind
seen
of
them
thing.
in there, yes.
They're just like peanut butter with banana and like chocolate powder. It's just all that kind of goodness. But the thing is, like what's fab about them is they're actually good for you as well. You know.
So it's not really a naughty indulgence at all, is it? Kind of. All things in moderation.
Yeah, I guess all things in moderation. Yeah.
Well, it's allowed, you know. We've all got a few indulgences in life. But anyway, It's been a pleasure. So repeat the website once again, please.
CardiffMeditation.com.
Wonderful. Check it out, folks. Well, Siwan, thank you very much for your time. And we hope to catch you again with us on Talk Podcasts.
Lovely. Fabulous. Thank you, Marcus.
Siwan Reynolds, who swapped medication for meditation. One of Siwan's key messages is that meditation and mindfulness can be practiced by anyone, anywhere, at any time. So even if you're not from the Cardiff area, please feel free to contact her via the website at cardiffmeditation.com. Thank you for listening.